The WWE Universe is in absolute chaos right now, and what I'm about to tell you is going to make your blood boil. Bianca Belair, the so-called DST of WWE, the woman who's been parading around as the perfect wife and role model, has been caught in a scandal so disgusting, so betraying, that it's about to tear apart one of wrestling's most beloved couples. You think you know Bianca Belair? You think you know what integrity looks like in WWE? Well, buckle up because everything you believed about the Raw Women's Champion is about to be shattered into a million pieces. And Montez Ford? The man who's been nothing but loyal, nothing but supportive. He's been played for a fool, and the evidence is right here for everyone to see. This isn't just wrestling drama, people. This is real life destroying real relationships, and the fact that WWE is trying to cover this up makes it even more infuriating. They think they can control the narrative, but the truth always comes out, and today, you're getting the full story that WWE desperately doesn't want you to know. Let me paint you the picture of what's really been going on behind the scenes while Montez Ford has been busting his ass in the ring, thinking he had a loyal wife at home. Multiple sources, and I mean multiple credible sources within WWE, have confirmed that Bianca Belair was spotted at a private restaurant in Orlando, not with her husband, not with female colleagues, but with another male WWE superstar. And get this, they weren't discussing business. They weren't talking about upcoming storylines. Witnesses describe seeing intimate conversation, prolonged eye contact, and physical contact that went way beyond what any married woman should be engaging in with another man. We're talking about hand-holding, leaning in close, the kind of body language that screams infidelity. But here's where it gets even more disgusting. This wasn't a one-time thing. Our sources confirm that this has been going on for months. While Montez Ford was traveling the road, performing his heart out, supporting his wife's career, and talking about their perfect marriage in interviews, Bianca was carrying on this secret relationship behind his back. The hypocrisy is absolutely sickening. This is the same woman who talks about being a role model for young girls, who preaches about strength and integrity, who built her entire brand on being authentic and real. What a complete and utter fraud. And the WWE Universe has been eating it up, buying her merchandise, cheering for her, not knowing they were supporting a cheater and a liar. Now, you're probably wondering who this mystery man is, and trust me, when I tell you, it's going to make this situation even more scandalous. The male superstar that Bianca has been seen with is none other than LA Knight. Yes, you heard that right. LA Knight, the charismatic superstar who's been climbing the ranks in WWE, has apparently been climbing into Bianca Belair's personal life as well. This makes the whole situation even more despicable because LA Knight knows Montez Ford. They've worked together, they've shared locker rooms, they've probably had conversations about their personal lives. And yet, he had no problem pursuing a married woman, showing zero respect for the sanctity of marriage or basic human decency. The timing is also incredibly suspicious. Notice how LA Knight's push in WWE has coincided with these alleged meetings with Bianca. Coincidence? I think not. It's looking more and more like this relationship isn't just personal. It might be professional advancement disguised as romance. Bianca might be using her influence and connections to boost LA Knight's career, which means this scandal goes even deeper than just adultery. Think about it, LA Knight suddenly gets better storylines, better matches, more TV time, and all the while he's been sneaking around with one of WWE's top female stars. The corruption is absolutely staggering. But what makes this entire situation even more infuriating is how WWE has been trying to cover this up. Multiple sources within the company have confirmed that when rumors of this relationship first started circulating internally, WWE management immediately went into damage control mode. They've been deliberately keeping Bianca and LA Knight separated on television, making sure they don't appear in the same segments, and according to our sources, they've even changed travel arrangements to prevent them from being seen together at airports or hotels. This isn't the behavior of a company that believes these rumors are false. This is the behavior of a company that knows something is going on and is desperately trying to protect their investments. Even more disgusting is how they've been using Montez Ford as a pawn in this cover-up. Have you noticed how WWE has been giving him more solo opportunities lately? How they've been pushing him as a singles competitor? This isn't because they suddenly believe in his potential, it's because they're trying to keep him busy and distracted while his marriage falls apart behind the scenes. The manipulation is absolutely revolting. WWE is more concerned about protecting their brand and their storylines than they are about the emotional well-being of one of their performers. Montez Ford is being used as a shield to protect the reputations of two people who have betrayed him in the worst possible way. Let's talk about the real victim in all of this, Montez Ford. This man has been nothing but professional, nothing but loyal, nothing but supportive of his wife's career. He's talked glowingly about their relationship in interviews, he's been her biggest cheerleader, and he sacrificed his own career opportunities to support her rise to the top. And how is he being repaid? With betrayal, with lies, with humiliation. While he's been on the road, giving everything he has to WWE, his wife has been carrying on this secret relationship, making a mockery of their marriage vows and everything they've built together. The psychological damage this must be causing him is unimaginable. Wrestling is already a brutal business that takes a toll on relationships, but to have your spouse cheat on you with a colleague, someone you have to see and work with regularly, is a level of betrayal that most people can't even comprehend. And the worst part? He's been forced to continue performing, to go out there and entertain the crowd, while his personal life is falling apart. The professionalism and strength he's shown throughout this ordeal is remarkable, but it shouldn't have to be tested like this. Sources close to Montez describe him as devastated but determined to handle this situation with dignity. He's reportedly been seeking counseling and has been leaning on close friends within the WWE roster for support. The fact that he's been able to maintain his performance level while dealing with this personal crisis speaks to his incredible character and professionalism. But let's get back to the real villain in this story, Bianca Belair. The hypocrisy of this woman is absolutely staggering. She's built her entire career on being authentic, on being a role model, on representing strength and integrity. Her social media is full of motivational posts about being true to yourself, about standing up for what's right, about being a leader. What a complete and utter fraud. She's been lying to her fans, lying to her husband, lying to the entire WWE Universe while carrying on this secret relationship. Every time she talks about being the DST, the strongest, the fastest, the toughest, she should add DST, liar and DST, cheater to that list. And let's not forget about her women's empowerment messages. She's constantly talking about lifting up other women, about being a positive role model for young girls. Well, what kind of message is she sending now? That it's okay to cheat on your husband? That marriage vows don't matter? That you can build a career on lies and deception? The damage she's done to her own brand is irreparable. How can anyone take her seriously as a role model ever again? How can parents feel comfortable letting their daughters look up to someone who has shown such a complete lack of moral character? And the WWE Universe deserves better. They've invested emotionally in her character, they've bought her merchandise, they've cheered for her victories, and she's been laughing at them behind their backs while living a lie. This scandal goes beyond just 3 individuals, it's exposing the toxic culture that exists within WWE and professional wrestling as a whole. The fact that this kind of behavior can go on for months without any consequences shows how little regard WWE has for the personal lives and well-being of their performers. Wrestling has always had a reputation for being a business where marriages and relationships struggle to survive. The constant travel, the physical demands, the ego-driven culture, it all contributes to an environment where infidelity and betrayal are almost normalized. But that doesn't make it acceptable. WWE needs to take a long, hard look at the culture they've created. When top stars feel like they can engage in this kind of behavior without consequences, when management actively covers up scandals to protect their investments, when innocent victims like Montez Ford are left to suffer in silence, that's a company that has lost its moral compass. The wrestling business needs to do better. Performers need to be held accountable for their actions, not just their in-ring performance. Character should matter both on screen and off screen. The fans deserve better than being lied to and manipulated. So what happens now? How does WWE move forward from this scandal? How do they continue to push Bianca Belair as a champion and role model when her true character has been exposed? How do they protect Montez Ford from further humiliation while still utilizing all the performers involved? The reality is that this scandal is going to have long-lasting consequences for everyone involved. Bianca's reputation may never fully recover from this betrayal. Her brand as an authentic, strong role model has been permanently damaged. Sponsors and partners are going to think twice about associating with someone who has shown such poor judgment and moral character. LA Knight's career could also suffer significant damage. While he may have gained some temporary benefits from this relationship, the long-term consequences of being labeled as someone who pursues married women could hurt his marketability and fan support. The wrestling community tends to have long memories when it comes to personal betrayals. And Montez Ford? He's the one who will have to work the hardest to rebuild his life and career after this betrayal. But if he handles this situation with the same professionalism and dignity he's shown so far, he could emerge from this scandal as a more sympathetic and respected figure within the wrestling community. This is exactly the kind of story that WWE hopes will just go away if they ignore it long enough. They're counting on the wrestling community to move on to the next storyline, the next controversy, the next distraction. But we cannot let them sweep this under the rug. The WWE Universe deserves to know the truth about the performers they're supporting. They deserve to know when they're being lied to and manipulated. They deserve to make informed decisions about who they cheer for and who they spend their money on. Share this video. Comment below with your thoughts. Let WWE know that the wrestling community will not tolerate this kind of behavior from their top stars. Demand better from the performers you support. Demand honesty, integrity, and respect for the institution of marriage and the fans who make this business possible. Don't let WWE control the narrative on this story. The truth needs to come out, and it needs to come out now. Bianca Belair, LA Knight, and WWE management all need to be held accountable for their roles in this scandal. The wrestling business will only get better when we demand better from everyone involved. And this scandal is the perfect opportunity to send that message loud and clear. This is Wrestling News CC, and we're not going to stop reporting the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it makes certain people. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story, and remember, in wrestling, just like in life, the truth always comes out eventually. If you thought tonight's story was wild, trust me, what happens next will blow your mind. So don't stop now. Click on the video right here on your screen to continue the chaos, the drama, and the inside scoop only we deliver. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and join the Wrestling News CC family, where the real stories of WWE come to life. See you in the next one.